Welcome to Attack Gaming's top 10 most toxic champions in the League of Legends. This top list will show off 10 of the characters which players are most reported while playing. We will discuss some reasons why that champion itself might cause some toxicity between the champion's player and their teammates, and we will try to keep it as number-based as possible. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's start the countdown. At our number 10 slot, we have Katarina, a resourceless low cooldown assassin. It's very easy for Katarinas to engage and do damage. However, it's probably going to cause Katarina to be reported if she rages at her team for either not peeling for her or not engaging when she does, because she sees an opportunity, she's got to go in and get the damages. Kat can do massive damage to a lot of champs at one time, but most of her game impact happens within just a few seconds, if not split seconds, during duels and team fights, which can cause massive misunderstandings and miscommunications in solo queue. This theme's gonna follow through with a lot of these champions on this list because every single one, like our Katarina here, is gonna be a hard carry. Vayne is one of the brawliest champions around, despite not being a bruiser, but an ADC. She can carry very hard because of her dodges, chase potential, peel, and damage potential. However, if she loses momentum in lane, then she's gonna fall behind and potentially become irrelevant without team assistance. Just because she can peel for herself and dodge, her skills are much better used offensively, and a team that doesn't move with her will surely be at the receiving end of some offenses themselves. A strong champion that's extremely well-rounded and has a huge skill ceiling. Lee Sin is number 8 on our list because of his balance. Lee can go where he wants with relative safety, which probably leads to some flaming on his part because of other people getting caught out. Lee Sin is an opportunistic champion, meaning if someone doesn't capitalize on his skills, then that puts everyone at a disadvantage and will likely cause short-tempered summoners to lash out. He isn't squishy at all, he has a wide item pool and has a kit worthy of a top-played competitive champion, but his high skill ceiling can create ignorance between good plays, bad plays, and great plays. A champion of opportunity, Rengar is an assassin with a large room for playmaking depending on where and when fights take place. This need for specific conditions to be met in order to justify engages with Rengar will create a schism between teammates' plans and the Rengar players' plans. Rengar does not like team fights and is good at picking out squishies and deleting them, and he also falls off late game but retains good split push abilities which are particularly safe thanks to his ultimate. However, his ultimate has a long cooldown but short activation period. If a team doesn't engage during what Rengar thinks is a prime opportunity, it will either lead to a kitty jumping into a bad situation or a Rengar simply wasting his ultimate, putting the entire team at a disadvantage, and from here you can see why there would be a lot of flame. One of the harder champions to play, his kit puts him in a ton of danger while still giving him a lot of trickery to utilize by himself and teammates, though that is the key word, utilize. Shacos have to go deep to do the deeps, but ganks can go south very fast if allies don't take damage for him or expect him to engage. Shaco is very high risk but high reward early game champion, which means everyone needs to work in sync to take down competent opponents. Team fights are also very messy for Shaco, which will probably create extra stress for the whole team. Infamously a strong roamer, Akali's probably get reported based on teammates' actions during laning where her ganks get countered and turned on. She has a lot of playability thanks to her stealth escape and a ton of engage potential, not to mention the damage. She is really squishy though, so without proper peel in team fights or teams that miss skill shot CCs will definitely annoy her since she herself has no CC. Tryndamere is one of the most anti-fun champions in the game. A champion that can build full damage and still never die thanks to a sustain and undying ultimate. His kit puts him in a perfect position as a split pusher, and often in solo queue, teams have trouble communicating these kinds of strategies. Tryndamere's success is inevitable. However, if a team cannot stop dying or delay the enemy, then we can see why a player playing Tryndamere would get mad. This kit has a lot of aggression in it, so teams that don't follow up will also get flamed and in turn flame. Most of the champions don't have the combination of mobility and vulnerability and damage as Fizz, making trades easy to escape from or engage onto. This could create situations in solo queue where a solid engage goes bad in a 2v2 situation or a teamfight situation, and then the Fizz escapes with the rest of the team to die. Or inversely, where no one can chase an opponent, so Fizz is the only one who can properly duel them, and then he gets jumped on. Similar to a few champions on this list, Fizz likely gets reported because aggression on their part by flaming teammates for not making the risky plays that only Fizz can fully commit to or escape from. And now our second most reported champion is Master Yi, master of cleanup and kill steals. He's a very strong jungler despite having no CC because of how well he is at getting in and out of danger inside the jungle and during ganks. However, stealing kills on such a squishy champion is really risky since he has no escapes like a Lee Sin or an Ahri. He relies on his ultimate entirely for escape and in ganks, very hard engages. During the second half of the game, this is where Master Yi either makes or breaks, especially since in the jungle he's gonna generally just farm. A Master Yi who cannot help carry will be worthless, and a Fed Yi who gets CC'd and melted in teamfights is equally a waste of space. The most toxic champion on our list comes with an awesome kit that has a few deadly holes which could explain why someone might rage while playing her. First, she has no escape. Having no way to peel enemies off, while being extremely squishy means that if the team doesn't do it, then it's sure to fire up some rage somewhere during the match. Second, Jinx benefits greatly from being aggressive, so if the team isn't on board, then it could go very wrong very fast. Third, she has a complicated kit which is certainly strong in a lot of different situations, but missing skill shots or using the wrong auto attack could be the difference between domination or being dominated. Much like many of the champions on this list, her skill cap also adds to the frustration of a player and their teammates. Overall, Jinx is a strong champion with an aggressive attitude that can sometimes, much like the rest of our list, forget that her team is there to help and not hurt. So guys, it seems that the most toxic players enjoy playing with damage, and while the metagame will shift and there's going to be new toxicity that'll spread to different champions, it is safe to assume that those ignorant of true sportsmanship are going to continue to obsess over their own carry potential instead of the team's potential as a whole. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe to Attack Gaming for more awesome top 10s, and be sure to expect more soon.
Planet. That is a door. That's another shitty school. That's like a shitty music note. I can't even... I don't want to say shit anymore, but that's shitty vegetables. Some guy's dumb club foot. I'm a monster. It's like a briefcase.